Hey guys, once again, welcome to this channel. Thank you so much for your support, your love, your comments. Your comments are just wonderful. I keep reading all of them. I reply to every single one of your comments because if you have time to comment, then I will always have time to read because I love having interactions with people. That's part of what I do. I communicate with people every single day. So it's just phenomenal knowing that all over the world I'm speaking to every single one of you, from different places, so thank you so much. It means a lot to me, right? So once again, welcome to Learning with Lenny. It is lesson 103. These topics are all about helping you progress in terms of business, in terms of marketing, sales, training people how to be better at what they do, one-on-one sessions and things like that. Okay, so today's topic is really for business owners. So if you know of anybody who's running a business, or you know of anybody who wants to progress, then please share this with them because this is what I've learned and this is what I implement on my way in terms of how I run businesses. So I want to share it with you because I know for a fact that it's going to help you out. Okay, so the topic for today is how do you expand your business? At the end of the day, when you run a business, what you want to do is you want to move forward, right? So that's what we all look forward to, because how can we generate more profit? How can we run a successful business? How can we get from A to B? How can we expand throughout Malaysia, or how can we go around the world? So for example, even this channel, it just started off here in Malaysia, and we've expanded throughout the world. So that's what you want to do with your business. You want your business, you want to have a future. You want to look towards that future, and you want to know that the business you run can be profitable within your country or within other countries. All right. So that's what we're here to talk about today. All right. So how do you expand your business? Number one, does your business have a direction? Okay. Have you sat down and actually written your business goals? Do you understand that running a business is not just about a day-to-day function? It is about knowing how can you actually progress with what you actually do. How can the product I have expand towards more people? How can I get it out to the market where people actually want to buy more? How can I get suppliers? How can I get people to actually do a lot more for the company? So the first thing is, do you have a business goal? And what is a business goal? A business goal is to actually show you what you've written and how can you actually tap into what you've written towards reality. Okay, writing down something is all about foreseeing a way to actually make yourself successful, or how can you build a business towards success. So having a business goal is really important. What do you need in that business goal is probably your weekly goals, your monthly goals, your yearly goals, your 5-year plan, and seeing what kind of expansion that you're actually looking forward to. So the first thing here you got to understand is the direction that you need for your business as well. Okay, and where is it heading to? Okay, number two is focus. So this is really important. If you want to expand your business, what you need is focus. Okay, so how do you expand your business? It's all about the aim you want to get at the end of the day. So focus, you got to have focus. All right, now this focus is basically on the direction you're heading to. So always remember, there's going to be obstacles in front of you. There's going to be a lot of challenges that you're going to go through. There are going to be people who tell you that you're never going to achieve what you want. So there's so many things that's going to suppress you down, way below, downwards, downhill. All right. So the point here is simple. You've got to be focused enough to understand that when you run a business, it's all about the business expansion. It's all about how are you going to make it from A to B. It's all about how are you going to take those challenges, throw it aside, or how are you going to overcome those challenges to make yourself happier and more successful. So it's really important for you to understand that, right? The third thing here is commitment. All right. So it's really important for you to understand that you've got to be committed with what you do. When I first started off in the sales industry, as much as I didn't want to do it, I committed to going into work every single day, because at the end of the day, I know that if I work hard, I'm going to get paid for it, right? So it's about commitment. When you want to do something, you've got to be able to be committed to it, towards it. So it's got to be 100%. You can't give it 99%, can't give it 90%, can't even give it a try, which is like, oh, let's just see 50-50. You cannot do that. The moment you have that in your mind, you're actually 50%, you've already got 50% loss, right? So understand one thing, you've got to have that commitment where you're giving yourself 100% in what you're going to do. When you commit yourself, people are going to see it, people are going to follow it, people are going to expand with you. And what are we talking about? We're talking about expanding the business, right? So people want to see the business expand. They're only going to give 100% when you give 100%. So if you give 99%, the person's going to give 50%. You give 50%, the person's only going to give 10%. So always understand that your commitment is really, really, really important, because that's what's going to help you towards being successful, right? The next thing about expanding your business, which is really important, is the desire. You got to have a desire. Right? You've got to have love and passion for it. Okay? When you have love, when you have passion, to be honest with you, my company, my motto is called excellence through passion. Okay? So when I actually got that to be my motto, right? Excellence through passion. What I'm telling myself is, if I want to be excellent, I've got to have passion. Okay, so when I have passion to do what I do, I know that the results are going to be excellent. So it's the same thing here, which is your desire to achieve, your desire to push, your desire to be successful, your desire to love, your desire to see the future. It's got to be really, really, really there, because the more you love yourself, the more you want to be successful, the more desire you have within you is what is going to allow you to actually have love and passion for what you do. Okay. Now I committed myself to keep going on doing this content. Now the reason is because I love doing it. I've got a lot of passion in teaching people. I've got a lot of passion in training people. So, there are a lot of companies and people who, who call us up, who call me up, who messages and says, could you actually come over and actually do training for these certain things, and help them in terms of building or sales or things like that. So that's what we do. It could be here, it could be a different country, but it's all about expanding, your business as well. So that desire is really important, that you must have love and passion. People must see that you love what you do. People must see that you have a passion to be successful with what you do, right? And the last thing here is drive. Now, what is drive? If you put the key in if you put the key into the ignition of a car, when you start it, that's the whole. It's just that start button that ignites the whole car to run the engine for you to go from A to B, right? So this is what we talk about drive. You cannot move without the key. Because then you have to push the car, right? But if you push the car, you're still going to tire yourself out. So always remember that drive is all about doing. You can say as many things as you want, but if you're not doing it, you are just an empty vessel talking. Okay? So do not be that empty vessel. Make sure that when you say something, you do it. I am a person, I always said before, when I used to do training and when I used to do sales, the people I used to manage is when they come back with a problem, hey Lenny, this area, there's nobody wants to buy this and things like that. I'll say, hey, you know what? Probably I'm going to agree with you, but let's go try it out. I'll show it to you. And if at the end of the day, I can't do anything, then probably what you said is right. And I'll go out there and I'll push myself 10 times harder just to actually show that if you work hard enough, you're actually going to get the results. And I make sure I get those results. Okay? So when you have drive, you're going to make sure that you're doing things with what you say. When you when you say something and you do it, you got to remember that the people watching this tomorrow, when you do that same thing, they're going to say, oh my God, you know what, Lenny's going to go out on the field, Lenny's going to achieve what he says, Lenny's going to bring back those sales, oh my God, we're going to have a lot of trouble, so let's do it ourselves. So that's what you want people to know that when you say something, you do it, you achieve it. Okay, and when you are able to do that, a lot of things are going to happen, because a lot of people are going to trust you, believe you, show you that they are going to be part of your team and they want to be successful. So again, how do you expand your business? You need all this. When you expand it, it's only because you've committed to it, you've showed it, you've proven it, and you are the person who's always excited about people's success as well. Okay, so always remember, if you want to expand your business within your country, throughout the world, have a goal, have a direction, make sure you're committed, focus on it, make sure you have that desire as well as that drive, because that's what's going to keep you pumped up towards the next step as well. Okay, so if this makes sense and if it can help you out, I'm sure it can help others out. So please like, share, comment below, and most importantly is, if you're new watching this, subscribe as well. Okay, 2 tips I just want to leave you guys with for somebody who wants to be successful, or those who are already successful. They have these traits, right? So which is, number 1, dare to be different. Do not worry about what people say. Worry about how can you progress. All right, so dare to be different. Try different things, do different things. Never say no, never say you can't do it, never give up. All right, the second thing here is do things with passion. When you do something, love it. Same like the topic today, right? Do things with passion. Okay, when you do it with passion, you will only see you will only see yourself moving forward. You'll only see yourself being successful. All right, so these are what people do if they want to be successful. So once again, thank you so much for watching. If this makes sense, like, comment, share. Most importantly is subscribe. All right, so once again, thank you so much. I will see you in the next lesson.